I've come here to address you on the indiscipline.
For close to 3 hours, President Museveni, along with other technocrats from the Ministry of Agriculture and Operation Wealth Creation, explained the significance of dissolving Uganda Coffee Development Authority. This followed Wednesday's move to dissolve the agency, which legislators from coffee-growing regions and stakeholders contested. While addressing the nation, President Museveni insisted agencies like UCDA were not doing anything to transform the country, but rather a waste of public resources.
We, the freedom fighters, the political workers, were working, getting low pay. This UCDA were getting high pay. But the main work was being done by the scientists.
The president's speech to some was, however, a political move meant to calm those opposed to the merger of UCDA, especially from the coffee-growing regions like Buganda.
So I think that he felt there was dissatisfaction and distrust to the Ministry of Agriculture, and therefore he wanted to rebuild confidence. So it was largely a political game because technically it had been passed.
Because if the institution has been there for 33 years, and you are aware that it has not been functioning well, what were you waiting for? What explanation can you give to Ugandans?
Political scholar Gerard Karija says President Museveni perceived the opposition was always going to use UCDA against the NRM in the forthcoming elections, calling for intervention.
He felt it would be a campaign issue in 2026. So begin the narrative now so that by 2026, it is no longer an electoral issue, especially in Uganda. Because you notice that other than English, the other language that was used was largely Luganda, and the examples were mainly from the Greater Massacre and Luwero.
This, however, Karija says is not all to exonerate President Museveni and his NRM politicians, especially those who participated in dissolving UCDA. The president has been cautioned that dissolving UCDA is likely to haunt him and his party should Uganda's coffee face any challenges under the Ministry of Agriculture.
It is up to the NRM to continuously convince the population that what was done was in the best interest of the population. And that will not only be seen in the rhetoric, but in the practice.